Alex, so what are some things that you are excited about with the opportunities you have available to you with teaching through School on the Way and anything related to School on the Way?
I think I could start out with saying that I've already experienced a lot of really cool things being having taken a class at School on the Way, and I think that's really what's propelled me into wanting to teach, is that I've been able to experience it firsthand. I think one of my biggest regrets coming out of college was, funnily enough, that I didn't finish out the Hebrew, all 4 semesters of Hebrew. I did it with Greek, and it was really good. And I really wanted to learn Hebrew, but I just didn't really fit into the class well, and there was some stuff, and I just couldn't keep my grades up in it, and dropped out, and I was really bummed. And Tina Cowles she was a Hebrew teacher, and I talked to Jan with School on the Way, and he told me about some of his classes and his Genesis class, and then he told me that, and then Tina said, I want to teach a Hebrew class, and I really jumped on that, and there was 4 of us that did it, and we just went to Jan and Tina's house, and started learning Hebrew, and it was kind of review for me for a while, but now I'm past the point where I was after my 1 semester of it in college, and the pace of it has been really good, and the great thing about doing it in this format is that she's been able to kind of tailor it. Now it's down to just 2 of us in there, but we're really able to retain what we learn, and to be able to go after the stuff that we need to go after, and the other half of it is that we just really love going over to Jan and Tina's house. So what it's turned into is that half of our class is Hebrew, and we really get that down, and then the other half is we just really get to feel like we hang out with Jan and Tina, and they know so much, and and we really feel like something happens on more than just the level of learning knowledge, and so I'd really like to be a part of that too on the other end. And while I was in college, I learned so much stuff that I thought, man, I wish that people that weren't specifically going to college to be training for full-time ministry could learn this, and be able to enter into this discussion and dialogue about it. And I feel like that's really what School on the Way gives people the opportunity to do. I kind of think of it like if you went to a writer's workshop or something like that. You're not going to get a degree. You're going, because you just want to learn something, and you want to, grow. And I feel like that's what this does. So being able to teach about beauty, which is, what my major was, or being able to teach people, I feel like I want to help people have the Bible opened up to them and see how much is there, the way that I did when I was in college, and the way that can only happen in this dialogue kind of setting that can't often happen just with somebody preaching a sermon, and that has its place, and that's great, but I feel like this can address that need where you can develop something over weeks, rather than just in having to condense it down to 1 sitting. So I think that's really what I'm looking forward to, and then combining that with the other things that I've talked about, I'm really looking forward to being able to offer this to people that could never pay to go and audit a class at a college, and people in the inner city. And I'm thinking about people like there's a guy named Bob who just lives right around the corner from Desi, and he's he kind of just found his faith, and really really had his eyes opened just a little while ago, and he's just been so hungry, and he's just been eating up everything, and I just think that he would just absolutely love to take a class like that, but he could never afford to do it except in a setting like this, and I think he would get a lot more out of it too. So that's the opportunity that I'm really excited about.
That's cool, man. I love the picture of learning and community
Definitely.
and learning how to become more and more of a disciple of Jesus, all being kind of mixed together in one. And,
right, it's holistic. It meets, yeah, it happens in community. The way Jan would talk about it is combining the best of the experience of what you would get in college, you know, in terms of you know, just really just soaking up that kind of depth and that learning with the best of what you get with kind of out of the organic church experience, that the dialogue and, you know, the holistic approach, and being in people's homes and being able to share meals together, and having it all happen in a community. So
yeah, it's a great marriage. So.
definitely.
Okay.